The stars above the mining colony on Zero's 9 were cold and distant, like eyes watching from the dark. Earth had sent many workers to the edge of the galaxy. Among them was a human technician named Adam. He was simple, quiet, and focused on his job repairing old machines and keeping the air filters running. Adam liked being alone, wasn't very social, even among other humans. That's why he chose to work far out in the galaxy, where only dust storms and silence filled most of the days. But everything changed the day the alien ship crashed. It wasn't a big ship. It's more like a silver pod with blue veins of light running. Across it, the crash shook the ground and sent dust flying into the air. Adam had been repairing a power junction when he saw the fireball cut across the sky. He didn't think twice. He grabbed his toolkit and drove his crawler out into the wasteland. When he reached the crash site, he expected debris, maybe fire. But the ship was mostly intact, buried halfway into the sand. Smoke hissed from its vents. The panels flickered with alien symbols. Then he saw her. A being stepped out of the broken hatch. Tall, slender, and glowing faintly, not with light, but with a kind of presence. She had smooth skin the color of dark silver, and her hair moved like threads of light silk. Her eyes were large, calm, and violet. She looked directly at Adam. He froze. This was first contact. You okay? He asked, unsure if she understood English. The alien blinked slowly, then touched a crystal on her wrist. A second later, her voice came not from her mouth, but from the device. I am not damaged, she said. My vessel is. You are a human. Adam nodded slowly. My name's Adam. I am Kayla, she said. This world was not my destination. He stepped closer, carefully. Can you breathe the air here? She nodded. Barely, but I will survive. Your world is dense. It's not my world, Adam replied. I just work here. Kayla looked around at the dry hills and sky full of dust. It is empty. Yet you live here? Adam shrugged. Someone has to keep the machines working. Kayla took a step forward and winced. Her leg was injured. A thin cut bled slowly from behind her knee. You're hurt, Adam said, reaching into his pack. Let me help. She watched him closely as he knelt and cleaned the wound. His touch was gentle. Her skin felt soft but strange, like warm stone. You show concern, she said quietly. It's a human thing, he replied. We help people. Even if they aren't not people exactly. She tilted her head. You mean, even if they are not your kind? Adam looked up and smiled. Yeah, that's what I meant. He helped her into his crawler and drove back to the colony. It was mostly empty now, just a few bunkers, machines, and an old tower for sending signals. Kayla stayed silent during the ride, her eyes watching everything, as if she were seeing a new world through curious eyes. Back in the colony, Adam gave her a place to restay an old room with a cot and a light blanket. She touched the fabric with interest. Everything here feels so ... Soft, she said. We like comfort, Adam said. At least most humans do. She sat on the cot, watching him as he brought her a warm drink. It was recycled water, but with a bit of flavor added. Kayla sipped it and raised an eyebrow. This is strange, she said. We call it lemon, Adam said with a grin. Artificial, of course. Real lemons don't grow on Zeros. She took another sip. Like it. Then out of nowhere she leaned forward and touched Adam's chest, her fingers curious. Your body is warm, soft, and your heart ... It beats quickly. Adam was startled. Yeah, that's normal. She blinked slowly. It beats faster when I touch you. Adam scratched the back of his neck, suddenly feeling awkward. Maybe because I'm nervous. This is the first time I've met someone like you. Kayla didn't move her hand. Your biology is interesting. Adam gently stepped back. Maybe get some rest. I'll run a scan on your ship tomorrow. I'll see if we can fix it. Kayla gave a slow nod. Very well. Thank you, ... Adam. He left the room and closed the door behind him. His heart was still racing. He didn't know what kind of being Kayla was. Didn't know where she came from, or what her mission was. But he knew one thing. The moment she touched him, something in the universe had changed. Adam woke early the next day. The desert sky above 09 was pale and still. Yet the sun had not yet risen, and the air was cool for once. He got up from his bunk and stretched. All night, thoughts of Kayla ran through his mind, her strange beauty, her calm voice, and the way she had looked at him. He walked to the small control room and checked the scanners. Her ship was still showing signs of minor energy pulses. It meant some parts still worked. Maybe they could fix it. He packed a scanner, a few tools, and a ration bar, then headed to check on Kayla. She was already awake, standing near the window. Her long silver hair fell softly down her back. She turned as he entered, her violet eyes calm. "You rest little," she said. Adam smiled slightly. "Humans don't always sleep well after meeting an alien." Kayla tilted her head. "I studied. You're kind before this journey. But the real thing is different, in a good way or a bad way?" he asked. "I'm not sure yet," she replied honestly. They shared a quiet breakfast. She touched everything gently, cups, spoons, even the table. Everything was strange to her, yet she showed no fear. It's just curiosity. "Your world is made of simple materials," she said. Adam nodded. "We build what we need, not fancy, just useful." Kayla ran her fingers across the table's edge. "And yet even simple things carry warmth here." Adam wasn't sure what she meant, but he liked the way she said it. After breakfast, they headed back to the crash site together in his crawler. The desert stretched out endlessly, but Kayla didn't seem bored. She watched every rock, every shadow, like each was a new discovery. When they reached the ship, Adam helped her out. She moved more easily now. Her wound was healing fast. "I'll scan the core," Adam said, pulling out his handheld device. Kayla stood near, watching him. "Work. You are skilled," she said. "And you do not ask for anything in return." Adam glanced up. "Helping someone in need shouldn't come with a price." She nodded slowly. "Where I come from, nothing is given freely. Everything is part of a balance. We believe in kindness," he said. "At least the good ones do." Kayla reached out and gently touched the back of his hand. "I find that ... rare, but welcome." Adam paused. Again, he felt that strange pull. Her touch was soft, cool, and curious. His heart jumped. She noticed. "Your heart reacts again." Adam smiled awkwardly. "Yeah, that's kind of normal when someone touches us, ... especially someone we're not used to." "Interesting," Kayla said quietly. "Is this a weakness?" He shook his head. "No, it just means we're alive." They worked together the rest of the morning. Adam found that the ship's navigation system was badly damaged, but the power core and comlink could be repaired. It would take time, though, and spare parts. On the way back to the colony, Kayla looked thoughtful. "Your body changes with emotion," she said suddenly. Adam chuckled. "Yeah, we blush, our hearts race, we sweat. It's a whole system." Kayla turned to face him. "Is this why you avoid my touch?" He hesitated. "It's not about avoiding. I'm just not used to someone being that direct." Kayla nodded. "My species communicates through contact. Physical and emotional signals are read through skin." "That's different," Adam admitted. "We use words, and sometimes too many." Kayla smiled faintly. "Then I will learn your words." Back at the colony, Adam showed her the workshop. Old parts, tools, wires, and data screens lined the walls. She moved through the room slowly, fingers brushing objects like a curious child. "This place feels personal," she said. "It's where I spend most of my time," Adam replied. She stopped at a photo pinned to the wall. It showed a younger Adam standing next to two older people. "Your family?" He nodded. "My parents. Both back on Earth." Kayla stared at the image. "Humans keep faces. You remember them through pictures. Remember them with feeling too," Adam said. "But photos help when they're far." Kayla turned toward him. "I have no such pictures." only memory. We store images in the mind directly. That sounds ... perfect. It is not, she said softly. Memories can be lost, even to those who remember too much. Adam didn't speak. He understood that kind of sadness. Later, as the sun began to set, Kayla stood outside the colony entrance, looking at the orange sky. Your world is harsh, she said, but your people carry warmth inside. I did not expect that. Adam stood. Beside her, there's more to us than wires and dirt. I see that now, she replied. She turned to face him. Tell me, Adam, if I touched your hand again, would your body react the same? He smiled, a little nervous. Probably. But maybe I'd be ready for it this time. She slowly reached out and placed her hand in his. Her fingers touched lightly, then closed together. Adam's heart beat faster, but this time he didn't. Pull away. Kayla studied his face. I felt it. You welcome the contact now? I do, Adam said simply. They stood there in silence, watching the twin moons rise above the horizon. Two souls from different worlds learning something strange and, perhaps important about each other. 2 days had passed since Kella's ship crashed on Zero's 9. Adam had spent both days helping her, sharing tools, stories, and sometimes quiet moments under the stars. They were learning more about each other, about two very different species, shaped by different worlds. But this morning, something changed. Adam was working in the control tower, checking long-range scanners. He didn't expect much. No one ever visited this forgotten corner of space. But then, the screen blinked. A signal. He stared at it. It was faint, buried under static, but it was real. It wasn't human. It's a pattern, the frequency. It didn't match anything from Earth's side. It wasn't Kella's crash signal either. Adam adjusted the scanner, isolating the wave. The signal repeated every 30 seconds. Kayla was in the next room, reading from one of Adam's datapads. She was fascinated by Earth's simple history books, especially the ones with pictures. Adam walked in slowly, holding the device. Kayla, we've got something. She looked up. What is it? He showed her the screen. A signal. Alien. Not yours, I think. Kayla narrowed her eyes. She took the scanner from his hands and tapped through a few settings. Her voice became serious. This pattern. It is from my people. Adam's eyebrows rose. So they're looking for you?
Oh.
She said flatly. Rescue signal. It is a retrieval code. Retrieval. Kayla looked out the window. Her face, usually calm, was now cold. I activate my ship again. They will find me. This signal means they already know my location. Adam paused. Wait. Are they coming to help you? Or something else? She hesitated. My people are not like yours, Adam. We value logic. If one of us fails, we do not repair. We replace. Adam stood still. You think they're coming? To destroy your ship and you. Yes, she whispered. They will treat this crash as weakness. I was not meant to survive. Adam clenched his jaw. Then we hide the ship, shut down all signals, bury it if we have to.
Ow!
She looked at him. You would do that? Risked punishment? You're not just some visitor anymore, Adam said. You're here, with me. That matters. Kella's eyes softened. No human has ever spoken to me like that. I'm not most humans. That afternoon, they drove back to the crash site with shovels and cover panels. Adam shut down all systems on the alien ship and began to bury it under loose sand and stone. Kayla helped, though she kept scanning the sky every few minutes. They will come fast, she said. Our vessels move through folded space, and we work faster, Adam said. Hours passed. Dust filled their clothes. The heat rose, but they didn't stop. By nightfall, most of the ship was hidden as they returned to the colony. Kayla sat silently in the crawler. Adam, she said quietly, do you fear them? He shrugged. I fear many things, but I won't run. Kayla looked down at her. Hands, they will not understand you or your kindness. Let them come, he replied. We'll deal with it. Back at the colony, Adam powered down all non-essential systems. He didn't want any more signals going out. They sat near a dim light in the workshop, sharing silence and a cup of warm drink. You humans are strange, Kayla said. You protect things you cannot keep. You fight for what you cannot win, maybe Adam said. But sometimes we do win, because we believe. Kayla nodded slowly. We do not believe. We calculate. Then maybe that's your problem? Adam said with a smirk. Kayla smiled. Perhaps. Suddenly a sharp beep echoed from the scanner. Adam rushed over. The screen glowed red. A ship had entered orbit. Stealth class. Fast. Unknown configuration, but... Kayla confirmed it. They're here, she said. Adam took a deep breath. How long until they land? Kayla checked the timer. 10 minutes, then we make a plan, Adam said. You go into the mine tunnels under the colony. I'll stall them. Kayla stood. They will not listen to you. They don't. Have to, he said. They just have to think I'm not hiding anything. Kayla stepped closer. They are trained to read lies. They can sense heartbeat changes, detect heat shifts, and smell fear. Adam smirked. Then I guess I'll need to lie really well. Kayla placed a hand on his chest. Your heart is already fast. Ow! He placed his hand over hers. I don't want to lose you. Kayla looked into his eyes, and we both survived together. She left through the back entrance and disappeared into the tunnels. Moments later, the alien ship landed silently just outside the colony. It was sleek, black, and silent. 3 figures stepped out tall, silver-skinned like Kayla, but wearing armor with glowing blue lines. Their eyes were empty. Adam stepped outside and raised both hands. One of them spoke, voice metallic. Human, you are not the target. Where is the fallen unit? Adam kept his tone calm. I found the ship empty. Looked like the crash was fatal. The leader scanned him. You are lying. I buried the wreck, Adam said. Too dangerous to leave exposed. No sign of life. The alien's head tilted. You fear us, yet you speak. I respect strength, Adam replied, but I protect my land. The alien stared for a long moment, then turned to the others. Scan the site. To walk toward the desert. The leader stayed. Unit is alive. You are helping a broken thing. Adam stood tall. Maybe. But even broken things deserve a chance. The alien didn't answer, just stared. Minutes later, the other 2 returned. No signal, no remains, just sand. The leader nodded once. We leave. Burn this place if she is seen again. They turned and returned to the ship. Within seconds, it rose into the sky and vanished into the stars. Adam stood alone under the moons, heart still racing. A moment later, Kayla stepped from the shadows. You lied well, she said. Thanks, Adam whispered. Let's hope that's the last we see of them. Kayla stood beside him. You risked your life. He looked at her. For a friend, she smiled gently. Maybe more than that. After the alien ship left, silence returned to the colony. Adam and Kayla stood outside the main building for a while, watching the empty sky. The cool desert wind brushed their faces. The stars above felt closer now, but also more dangerous. They'll come back, Adam said quietly. Kayla nodded. They never forget a trail. We'll be ready, Adam replied. Next time, we won't hide. We'll fight. Kayla looked at him with calm eyes. I was not designed for battle. Adam turned to her. Maybe not. But you're not just what they made you. They went back inside. The colony was small, just a few connected modules, a control tower, some tunnels, and a workshop. It wasn't much, but it had become their home, at least for now. Kayla sat near the console where she had been reading Earth's books. She picked up one again, flipping through a page with her long fingers. I read about your ancient cities, she said. About your wars, your peace, your growth. Yeah, Adam said. We've been through a lot. Your species burns. But keeps walking forward, she said. Why? Adam thought for a moment. Because we don't like giving up, even when we break. Kayla looked at him. That is not weakness? No, he said. It's our strength. She was silent, thinking. Later that day, they started working on rebuilding a deeper shelter beneath the colony, just in case more of her people returned. Adam used old mining gear to drill into the lower rocks. Kayla helped move cables and adjust the power lines. They made a good team. At one point, Adam slipped on loose dust and hit the ground. Kayla rushed to him. "You are damaged?" she asked quickly. Adam sat up, brushing off dirt, just bruised. Humans bruise all the time. Kayla examined his arm, where a red mark was starting to form. She placed her hand gently on it. His heart jumped. "You react again," she whispered. Adam nodded. "It's not pain, just the way you touch." She looked into his eyes. "I learn more each time. Your kind feels emotion through the skin." Adam smiled softly. "Maybe. Or maybe we're just sensitive." Kayla looked down at her hand. "I was built with no need for touch. No one from my world would understand this." "You weren't built," Adam said. "You were born. You think, you feel, you care." Kayla was quiet, but they said we are programs in flesh. "You're more than that," Adam said firmly. "You're more human than some humans I've met." Kayla smiled slightly. Then, "Maybe I am learning from the best." The next few days passed calmly. They continued building the underground shelter. Kayla became better at using tools. She started understanding human jokes, even tried to make one herself, though it didn't quite land, and both laughed at how bad it was. At night, they would sit outside, watching the twin moons. Kayla asked questions about music, laughter, tears, and love. Adam answered honestly, even when it made him uncomfortable. One night, as they sat on the roof of the supply room, Kayla asked something unexpected. "Do you regret saving me?" Adam looked at her. "Never. If they come again, you may lose everything. I'll still never regret it." Kayla looked away toward the stars. "I was part of a mission, a long one. We were sent to observe new species, judge them." Dumb raised an eyebrow. "Judge." "Yes," she said. "Decide if they were threats or useful." "And what was Earth's judged as?" "Unpredictable," Kayla said. "Too emotional, too wild, too dangerous. But also too important to ignore." Adam nodded. "Sounds like us." "I was not meant to connect with your kind," Kayla continued. "But something changed in me here. I am not only what I was made to be." Adam looked at her, truly seeing her. "No, you're Kayla. You're someone now, not just a part of their plan." She smiled at that. Suddenly, the scanner inside beeped. Adam ran to check it wasn't a ship. Not this time, it was a beacon. It's far away on the other side of the desert. Kayla looked at the reading. "It's human." Adam frowned. "There's no other base near here." Kayla pointed to the screen. "This beacon, ... It is old. Forgotten." Adam stared at it. Could be a lost outpost. Maybe supplies. Maybe a message. Kayla nodded. Or a trap. Adam smiled. "We won't know until we check." She stood beside him. "Then we go together." They packed food, water, tools, and a drone camera. The beacon was 2 hours away by crawler. They left early the next morning. The desert was quiet, hot, and full of shifting sandhills. The sun beat down from a pale sky. Turned to Adam. "Why do humans always chase unknown signals?" Adam laughed. "Because we're curious. It's in our nature." She tilted her head. "Curious creatures, and dangerous. Sometimes the best things in life are both." Reached the beacon site by noon. It was half buried under sand, a small metal post flashing weakly. Nearby, he found something else. An old Earth research pod, broken, rusted, but still showing signs of data inside the pod. They found logs, messages from a team that had once studied the same area Adam now lived in. One log stood out. A voice faded but clear. "This place is not empty. Something watches from beneath the ground. We must leave. If you find this... be careful." Adam and Kayla exchanged a look. Kayla scanned the area. "There is energy under us. Not natural." Adam looked at the sand. "We may have just found something big." Adam stood silently near the broken research pod, staring at the sand. The old human voice in the audio log had warned of something beneath the ground. something that watched. Something not natural. Kayla knelt beside the beacon, her fingers lightly. Tapping the surface. "There's a pulse under the sand," she said calmly. Adam checked his handheld scanner. The readings were strange, like a mix of metal, heat, and energy. Nothing natural looked like this. "It's big," he whispered. "What? Maybe a buried ship?" Kayla stood and dusted her hands.
Not a ship.
"It's older, much older.
Yeah, this is not.
Human, and not from my people either." "Then what is it?" Kayla shook her head. "Unknown." Adam looked out across the empty desert. The wind rolled over the dunes like slow waves. There was no sign of danger, no movement, no lights, just sand and silence. Still, something didn't feel right. "Let's mark the location and go back," he said. "We'll bring stronger tools tomorrow." Kayla nodded, but her face remained serious. "This place has been sleeping for a long time. Waking it may bring more than answers." They drove back in silence. That evening, Adam sat in the workshop, staring at the data from the scanner. The energy patterns weren't random. They formed shapes, curves, circles, lines, almost like writing. Kayla studied it beside him. "Is not language I know." "Maybe it's a warning," Adam said, "or a signal." Later that night, Kayla stood outside the colony, looking at the stars. Adam joined her, holding 2 cups of warm drink. "You okay?" he asked. Kayla nodded. "Just thinking about what?" "About you," she said softly. "About how your kind touches the unknown without fear." Adam smiled. "Maybe we're just too curious." She looked at him. "Or maybe you believe there's always something good hidden in the dark." Adam handed her the drink. "Sometimes there is." Kayla stared into the cup. "Where I come from, we never believed in the unknown, only in control, calculation. And now," Kayla looked up at him. "Now I wonder what else we were wrong about." They stood quietly for a moment. The wind whistled between the buildings. The night sky above glittered like a map of 1,000 stories waiting to be read. The next morning, they returned to the site with stronger scanners, digging tools, and a small excavation drone. Kayla operated the drone, sending it under the surface. After a few minutes, the drone camera showed something shocking. A massive circular gate, made of black stone and pulsing with dim red light. It was buried 10 meters below the sand. Adam leaned forward. "What? ... is that?" Kayla's eyes widened. "This is ancient pre-tech, beyond even my people's knowledge." The drone circled the structure, then stopped suddenly. The red lights grew brighter. The energy signature spiked. The gate was activating. "Pull it back," Adam shouted. Kayla reversed the drone, but the sand around the gate began to shake. A low hum filled the air, like a giant heartbeat under the ground. Then a light shot up. From the buried gate into the sky, a thin red beam that pierced the clouds. "It's a signal," Kayla said. "Someone will see it." "Someone already has," Adam replied. They grabbed their gear and left fast, the crawler kicking up clouds of dust behind them. Back at the colony, they ran into the command room. Adam checked the long-range scanner. Multiple. Piss. Ships entering the outer system. Not just one. 3. All from different origins, Kayla said. "Different species? Different factions? What do they want?" Adam asked. Kayla turned slowly. "Whatever is under that sand, they all want it." Adam clenched his fists. "And we've started something big." Kayla looked at him. "You didn't start it, but now it's in your hands." The next hours were tense. Adam sent a coded warning to the closest human relay station. It might take days to reach help if any came at all. Meanwhile, Kayla activated defense protocols. From her crashed ship, which she had secretly reconnected underground, she explained that her kind never truly shut down anything. They hid parts of tech even in escape crafts just in case. Small plasma shields powered up around the colony, invisible to the eye, but strong enough to block low-level weapons. "We cannot win a battle," Kayla said. "But we can survive long enough to learn the truth." That night, as the first ship entered 09's orbit, Adam and Kayla stood together in the command tower. She lands soon, Adam said. Kayla nodded. The others will follow, and we better be ready. Kayla turned to him. I must ask you something. He looked at her. What is it? If something happens to me, will you keep the truth alive? Adam stepped closer. Nothing's going to happen to you, but if it does... Adam placed his hand over hers. Then I'll tell them everything. About the gate. About what you are. About who you became. Looked into his eyes. Thank you. As the sky turned red from the glow of descending ships, Adam whispered, Let's show them what humans are made of. The sky above 09 turned deep red as the first ship entered the atmosphere. Adam stood on the roof of the control tower, holding a pair of old binoculars. Beside him, Kayla scanned the sky with her advanced visor. Together, they watched the dark shape descend slowly toward the desert. The ship was unlike Kayla's. It was wider, with long wings that folded inward like arms. Blue fire lit its engines, and strange symbols glowed on its side. That's not from your people, is it? Adam asked. No, Kayla said. This one belongs to a species called the Verone. They collect ancient technology. They do not ask permission. Adam lowered his binoculars. Great treasure hunters. Moments later, another ship appeared in the distance, sleek and black, with golden lights. Then a third, rougher in shape, landed closer to the mountains. 3 visitors. 3 threats, all were here for the same reason. They all saw the light. From the buried gate, Adam said. Kayla nodded. And now they'll want it. Adam took a deep breath. So what do we do now? Kayla looked at him. We wait, and we listen. That evening, Adam spotted movement in the distance. One of the Varantal, armored and insect-like, was approaching the colony on foot. It carried no weapon, but its sharp arms looked dangerous enough. Adam and Kayla stood at the colony entrance as the creature reached them. Its voice clicked through a translator. We seek the old thing. The gate. Show us, and we leave your shelter. Untouched. Adam crossed his arms. And if we say no, the Varan tilted its head, and we take it. The sand hides nothing for long. Kayla stepped forward. You do not understand what lies beneath. It is not just a machine. We do not care, the Varan replied. It is power. That is enough. The alien turned and walked back toward its ship, leaving only dust behind. Adam looked at Kayla. That was not a request. No, Kayla said. It was a warning. Soon after, the other 2 factions sent their own messages. The Golden Ship's captain sent a polite audio recording, offering cooperation. The 3rd ship said nothing at all, but its scanners could be felt sweeping across the land. They will not wait long, Kayla said. If we do not act, they will dig up the gate and take whatever's inside. Adam walked back into the workshop, deep in thought. What if we show them something else instead? Kayla raised an eyebrow. Explain. Adam pulled out the old mining maps of the area. There's a system of caves not far from the real gate. If we fake an entry point, they might waste time exploring the wrong spot. Kayla studied the map. You plan to trick all 3 species? It's better than letting them open the real gate. We don't even know what's in there. Kayla nodded slowly. It is dangerous, but it may work. They spent the next day setting up a false dig site, burying broken machines, shaping metal into odd patterns, and planting old data chips with strange readings. Kayla used her technology to make it look real. The bait was ready. Sure enough, the Varan were the first to bite. They sent a team to investigate the fake site, scanning and digging. We have one group distracted, Kalia said, but the Golden Ship's crew wasn't so easily fooled. That night, a small flying drone buzzed over the colony, silent and fast. Kayla spotted it. They're watching us. Adam picked up a signal jammer and activated it. The drone fell into the sand, broken. They'll come next, he said. And they did. The next morning, 3 figures arrived from the Golden Ship. They were tall, with smooth silver suits and soft faces. Their leader, a woman with no eyebrows and shining eyes, introduced herself as Miran. We do not wish to fight, she said. We wish to unlock knowledge. Adam stared at her. And what happens if that knowledge is dangerous? She smiled. Then we accept the cost. Kayla stepped forward. There are things in the ground that do not belong to anyone. Someone left them here, Mirren said. And someone will take them. The meeting ended with no deal. That night, Adam and Kayla sat outside under the stars again. The mood was heavy. They're going to attack each other soon, Adam said. Once they get tired of pretending. Kayla looked at the horizon, and when they do, the gate may open by accident, or on purpose. Adam frowned. We still don't know what's inside. Kayla nodded. Only one way to find out. Adam blinked. Wait, you want to open it? If we do not open it first, Kayla said, they will. At least if we open it, we can control what happens next. Adam sighed. You're right, but we better do it fast. The next day they returned to the gate. Kayla brought a control device from her hidden tech room. It connected to the ancient symbols on the gate. The structure was silent, but it pulsed slowly, now like it was alive, waiting. Adam stood behind her. Are you sure? Kayla didn't look away. No, but I trust you. That's enough. She touched the device to the gate. The red light flared. The symbols glowed, and the ground shook. The gate began to open, not upward, but inward, slowly revealing a dark passage leading down. Cool air flowed out, and with it a strange sound. Not words, not music. Something between. Adam stared. What ... is that? Kayla whispered. It's not just a gate, it's a message. Or maybe a test. Behind them, dust clouds rose in the distance. The outsiders were coming. The ground trembled beneath their feet as the gate slowly opened, revealing a dark tunnel leading deep underground. Adam and Kayla stood at the entrance, the cool air flowing out, carrying a faint hum, a sound unlike anything they had ever seen. Heard. It was soft, almost like a heartbeat, but also mechanical, as if the gate itself was alive and breathing. Behind them, dust clouds rose in the distance. The 3 outsider ships were landing now, their engines roaring softly as they prepared to confront the humans and aliens who dared to awaken the gate. Kayla glanced at Adam. We don't have much time. What do you think lies beyond? Adam swallowed hard. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's important. And maybe it holds the key to why your people abandoned this place. She nodded slowly. Then we entered together, taking a deep breath. Adam stepped forward, followed closely by Kayla. The light from the opening gate dimmed behind them as they descended into the cool darkness below. The tunnel walls were smooth and black, glowing faintly with strange symbols that pulsed. With soft red light, the deeper they went, the louder the hum became, filling the space with a vibrating energy that made the air feel alive. Suddenly they entered a large chamber. At its center stood a strange device, a sphere of light and metal floating above. A pedestal. The sphere shimmered, reflecting colors neither Adam nor Kayla had seen before. It was beautiful and mysterious. Kayla reached out, her fingers trembling. This ... This is the heart of the gate. Adam stepped beside her. What does it do? She studied the sphere. Holds knowledge, power, maybe even life. Adam looked at her, concern clear in his eyes. Can it be dangerous? Kayla shook her head. Everything powerful can be dangerous, but it is also a chance. At that moment, alarms echoed faintly through the tunnel. The outsiders were close. We have to decide, Kayla said softly. Do we take this power? Use it. Or do we leave it here, hidden forever? Adam thought for a moment. If we leave it, others will come and try to take it. It will start more wars. Kayla nodded. If we take it, we must protect it. Use it wisely. Adam looked at her. Then at the glowing sphere, I believe humans can be more than destroyers. We can be protectors too. Kayla smiled. And I believe I have learned what it means to be alive, to care. They both reached out together and touched the sphere. The chamber filled with light. Images flashed in their minds, stars, planets, ancient civilizations, and even Kayla's own people. They saw how the gate was built as a test. A gift from a long-lost race to those who could understand trust and kindness. The gate was not a weapon or a tool for control. It was a challenge to find unity between species, between minds. As the light faded, Adam and Kayla understood their purpose: to guard the gate, to protect its secret, and to show the universe that cooperation was stronger than conquest. Suddenly, footsteps echoed in the tunnel. The outsiders had arrived. Adam took Kayla's hand. Whatever happens, we face it together. The outsiders appeared, weapons raised, but their faces showed surprise. One of them stepped forward. "You opened it?" "Yes," Adam said. "And now we hold the choice." The leader looked at the sphere, then back at Adam and Kayla. After a long moment, the weapons lowered. "We see now," the leader said quietly. "Perhaps there is more to power than war." Kayla smiled. "There always is." The outsiders agreed to a truce. Together they would guard the gate and learn its lessons. As they returned to the surface, Adam felt a new strength, not just in his body, but in his heart. Kayla squeezed his hand gently. "You asked why your body reacts when I touch you?" Adam smiled. "Yeah, it is because you are alive, because you feel." "And that," Adam said, "is what makes humans special."